What are the questions? 28. 1 minute. There is a row 28. Okay.
16 meters divided into 2 parts.
Okay. 16 meter is divided into 2 parts.
That's twice the square of the greater
Twice the.
square of the greater part.
Okay.
Exceeds the square of the smaller part.
This problem I did it in the previous class. See.
This side,
Twice the square of the smaller part exceeds.
Exceeds the square of the smaller part by 160.
By 164. So 2x square minus 16 minus x the whole square is equal to 164, or you can write 2 into 16 minus x the whole square minus x square is also 124. Because you don't know which is smaller part and which is bigger part. So if this distance is x, then this will be 16 minus x. So unless you know the value of x, you cannot conclude which is smaller and which is bigger. So 2x square minus 256
plus 6 square.
plus square. So it will be, when I multiply with this minus, it will become minus x square plus 2 into 16x. That is 32x is equal to 164. So 2x square minus x square is x square plus 32x minus
256 minus
256 minus 164 is 420 is equal to 0. So 420, how will you write it?
x square minus 10x plus 1.
Well, that's what. So 42 and 10 is what we can write. But the middle term is positive. So 42 minus 10, because it is minus 420, right? So x square plus 42x minus 10x minus 420 is equal to 0. So x into x plus 42 minus 10 into x plus 42 is equal to 0. So x minus 10 into x plus 42 is equal to 0. So x is how much? 10 and x is equal to minus 42. Minus 42 is not accepted. Why? Because it can't be, length can't be negative. So x is equal to 10 centimeter. If one of the lengths is 10 centimeter, what is the remaining length?
16.
How much is it?
6.
Out of 10 and 6, which is bigger?
10.
Obviously, that's the answer. So what are they asking?
10 and 6. Then greater and smaller parts are respective.
Greater is 10, smaller is 6. So what is that he didn't understand when he explained it? That's it. See, nothing. 10 is one value. What is the remaining value? 6. I'll see which is a bigger value among both. Bigger number among both. That's it. Which one? 20? 20.
20.
Tell me.
Out of a number of Sarah's birds, 1/4 the number are moving about the notice. 1/9 coupled along with one.
Okay. Let the total number of birds be x. So out of x, what is happening?
1/4 the number are moving about in lotus.
So which are moving in lotus are 1/4, x by 4. Okay.
1/9 coupled along with 1/4 as well as 7 times the square root of.
Well, 1/9 coupled along. So 1/9 x by 9 coupled along with means plus.
With 1/4 as well as 7 times.
1/4
as well as 7 times the square. 7 times the square.
So 1/9. So x by 9 coupled along with 1/4 as well as 7 times the square root of
the number on it.
Okay. So x by 4. So x by 4, 1/4 as well as
7 times the square.
So x by 9 coupled with 7 times root x. Okay. 56 birds remain in the.
Kapula trees.
Okay.
What is the total number?
So x should be equal to x by 4 plus x by 9 plus x by 4 plus 7 root x plus 56.
Is equal to
That's it. So this is x. Did you understand? Huh? You can see now, you're not able to see. So observe the statement. Check if it is matching with the English in the table. Did you read the statement?
What is the total
No,
number?
first one.
Out of a number of Saras birds,
So out of number of Saraswats, out of x,
1/4 the number are moving about in lotus.
about
X by
x by 4. Correct?
Yes.
Next.
Coupled with 1/9 coupled with x by 9, 1/4 as well as 7 times the square. Bakula 56.
Right? So sum of all the birds that are split should be equal to the total number of birds. Right? After this, what are we supposed to do? Take all values to the left hand side, only square root on the right hand side, and then square on both the sides and proceed. Try it. So first write down the statement. Are you able to see this? Are you able to see? Maybe if you can show both this. Yeah. So did you solve it? X is equal to x by 4 plus x by 4 is x by 2 plus this is x by 9 plus 7 root x plus 56. Is that right? So this comes to the other side. X minus x by 2 is x by 2 minus x by 9 also comes to the left hand side. It becomes minus x by 9. 56 comes to the left hand side. It becomes minus 56 is equal to 7 root x. So what is going to be the LCM? It is after you take the LCM, it becomes 7x divided by 18 minus 56 is equal to 7 root x. So 7 is a common multiple. It will get cancelled, and here it is. Did you understand what I did? So whenever you have something like this, 7x by 18 minus 56 is equal to 7 root x. Take the 7 outside, it becomes x by 18 minus 8 is equal to 7 root x. 7 and 7 are 1. Okay. So x divided by 18 means it becomes x minus 18 into 8 is 64. Huh? No. Correct only. X minus 144 is equal to 18 root x. Square on both the sides and then proceed. So x minus 144 the whole square is equal to 18 root x the whole square. Solve this and factorize. You will get the answer. Okay. So one of the options is squaring and then proceeding. The other smarter way to do this, see, whenever you have these kind of square roots, right, what I would suggest is you try to go with substitution method. Listen to this carefully. Where here you have x, here you have root x. So clearly there is also going to be a quadratic equation. So what you can do is you can take root x as some other variable y. When you do this, you will get x is equal to y square. Am I right? So in the above expression, in equation number 1, x can be replaced with y square minus 144 undisturbed is equal to 18 into root x is y. So y square minus 18y minus 144 is 0. Now, how will you split and write? So listen, 144. Sorry, அதுக்குள்ள இது அடுத்த கிளாஸ்க்குள்ள மட்டும் வேணும் 9th. அதாவது இது 10:30க்கு எனக்கு கிளாஸ் இருக்குங்க. 10:30க்குள்ள முடியுமா? செக் பண்ணு. ஓகே. சரி. இல்ல இங்க இது பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா ஒரு சில வாட்டி வரலாம். நான் ட்ரை பண்ணி பாருங்க. So this is 144. 2 72. 3 it is not divisible by 3. 4 it is divisible, no? How much? 3 it is 48. 3 and 48. 4 and 30 36. Yes, it is. About with 6. So you need not think much. Okay, I'll tell you the logic. Listen to this carefully. 1 and 144 first factor. If you double this one, the next one will exactly become half. Right? 72. Similarly, for 3 and 48, if you double this one, 3 into 2 is 6. 48 by 2 is 24. Okay. Now check the middle term. Which one will satisfy? 6 and 24, because you have minus 144 and the middle term is negative. Out of 6 and 24, to which term should I give negative sign? I should give it to the bigger number because the middle term is negative. So y square minus 24y plus 6y minus 144 is 0. So y into y minus 24, y into y minus 24 plus 6 into y minus 24 is equal to 0. So y plus 6 into y minus 24 is 0. Y is equal to minus 6 or 24. So which one is eliminated? So y is 24 means, but y is what? Root x. So root x is 24. So x will be 24 into 24, which is 576. So there are a total of 576 birds that are available. Is there an option? Okay. Okay. So 576 is the total number of birds. So mark it as important. So in this problem, the tricky part is framing the equation. That to the second part that they gave, no, coupled with something, that is a tougher part. But I hope you could understand. Next time you will be able to do it, right? Good. So copy this. And one more important point, did you guys understand how to find the factors? Generally, how I start, you should always start with 1. On the left hand side, keep doubling the values. On the right hand side, make the values half. Done? What is the next step? So can I have one book? Thank you. So level 2 problems, right? We'll discuss. What are all the chapters that we have completed? Polynomials, linear equations into variables, probability, and quadratic equations over. Like we need to do the problems alone, that we'll do it. Then you have triangles and trigonometry. Do you have that for the upcoming exam, September? You have trigonometry also. So which one is tough for you among all the three? Trigonometry. Eh? For you? Trigonometry. Outstanding. You are talking in class. Incomplete. I should also do that. What did you not complete? Which subject? Math. Then. Assignment was not completed. Why? What happened? You didn't have time. Then this guy completed. Okay. So 36. Alpha and beta are the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then what is alpha divided by a into beta plus b plus beta divided by a into alpha plus b is equal to? See, why none of you are reaching out to me on student support number? Whenever you have problem, reach out. No? You have no problem. You have no issues, sir. You had a doubt. No? You could have reached out to me now. You solve any answer. You have an option. Why do you want to waste it? So, you're waiting till I come. What if I come after 2 weeks? You'll still keep holding it. Huh? You have a support number, right? Reach out to me. So, how to solve this? Then? You want to simplify and find alpha and beta. Huh? You, how will you simplify? What idea will you follow? Want to take LCM and then proceed? Think no. We are discussing. Even if it is wrong, no problem. Share your idea. What do you want to do? Shall we try and see? Okay. So when you take LCM, what will you do? In this case, you don't have a common factor. So cross multiply and then add it. So alpha into A alpha plus beta plus beta into A beta plus small b. Oh, so one correction. Here it is B. Is that right? Divided by A alpha plus B into A beta plus B. So A alpha square plus B alpha plus A beta square plus B beta divided by A square alpha beta plus what else is there? AB alpha plus AB beta plus B square. Am I right? Now see, what can I do is collect the common terms. A into alpha square plus beta square, right? Plus B into alpha plus beta divided by A square alpha beta, I am leaving it as it is, plus AB into alpha plus beta plus B square. If you observe the way the whole expression is written or rephrased, is in such a way that either you have sum of roots or you have product of roots or sum of the squares of the roots. So alpha square plus beta square is there. So for this, what we can do is you can write this as alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Okay, this is a very, very important expression you need to learn in your algebra part. There are two important expressions. One is a square plus b square can be written as a plus b the whole square, completing the square and compensating the extra part, minus 2ab. See, there is not a very, very big deal and all that. Simply a plus b the whole square, what is it? A square plus b square plus 2ab. Take the 2ab to the other side of it. That's it. But it looks like a formula, very usual and simple thing. You're able to understand? Similarly, there will be certain scenarios where you will have alpha square minus beta square. Then what are we supposed to do? Let's see. If at all you have a square minus b square, what will you do? Waiting for you to. Why you're late? Slept off, huh? Temple, huh? Okay. Sorry. A square minus b square. Now what will you do? The a plus b the another confused you. You cannot write a minus b the whole square because a square, b square will have positive danada. Whether you do a minus b or a plus b, the coefficient of b square is always positive. So a square minus b square, no, only option a minus b into a plus b. You cannot do anything beyond that. What I'm trying to say is, observe a square plus b square, you can write it in two ways. One is a plus b the whole square minus 2ab, or you can write it as a minus b the whole square plus 2ab. Both are same. What is a minus b the whole square? A square plus b square minus 2ab. You are adding a plus 2ab. So these are the two ideas which you can have in your mind. In most of the problems you can apply, especially when you get higher level problems, right? If you are writing Olympiad papers or something, you will get these kind of problems based on this application. So I want you people to do it. So better get it in your mind. Is that clear? In this context, which one would I prefer? I have a square plus b square. I told you a square plus b square can be written as a plus b the whole square minus 2ab, or a minus b the whole square plus 2ab. Which one will I choose for alpha square? Because I have sum of roots, I don't have difference of roots. Correct? So this will become a into alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta plus b into alpha plus beta divided by a square alpha beta plus ab into alpha plus beta plus b square. Okay. So a into alpha plus beta the whole square is, the expression is ax square plus bx plus theta. What is alpha plus beta? Polynomials. Very good. First time you told minus correctly. So alpha beta is c by a. Very good. Right? So what I can do is, here I can substitute minus b by a the whole square. So can I directly write it? So what will you get? B square by, am I clear with this? Right? Minus 2, so a is there outside. 2 into alpha beta is what? C by a. Plus b into what is alpha plus beta? Very good. The whole divided by a square into c by a plus ab into, very good, plus b square. So look at the advantage. A and a will get cancelled. B into minus b is die. Minus b square. So minus b square and plus b square will get cancelled. Okay, I'll write an extra step if this is confusing you. But a and a got cancelled, right? That part you're clear. So a square into, here you have b square by a square minus 2c divided by a minus b square divided by a. Okay, divided by, here one a will get cancelled. You have ac minus b square plus b square. Gone, right? Similarly, if I multiply the a square with both the terms inside, then I'll get b square minus 2ac minus b square by a divided by ac. I think I'm missing something. There is a mistake here because it's not following. So here it is a, here also it will be a. So what is that? You will have b square by a and you will have 2c here. Am I clear with this step? So a into b square by a square is b square by a minus 2 into c by a into a is 2c minus b square by a. Cancel and this is gone. So minus 2c divided by ac. C and c are gone. Answer is minus 2 by a. Is there an option? Option D is the right answer. Is that clear? It's a very good problem. Right? You could learn so many things out of the same problem, right? Please make a note of it. There's only, I tested you whether you wanted to proceed. There is no other way because I'll tell you, there is another possibility, but it is very complicated. You can't handle it. There will definitely be a mistake possible. Copy it. What happened to your pen? When I got. But yours is big. When did you go? Cycle. Where? Covered it yet? It's covered. So make a note of this. How you able to see? Make it fast. You did very less number of problems. Yeah, moved it this side for you only. Down. Let me know once you're done. Done? So read the next question. Is 6.25 centimeters square. So visualize it. You have a square like this. So if I take the length of the square to be x and x, okay, x square is how much? So if I write x square is equal to 6.25 directly, then there is a mistake in it. Because, yes. So they're asking us to find the length of each side of the chessboard. So if it has 64 equal squares, how many will be there in a column and how many will be there in a row? So you'll have 8 here, 8. Is that right? Right. And each square, what is there? So they told a border around the board is 2 centimeter wide. Border around the board is already 2 centimeter wide. Okay. Then how do we solve this? Multiply it with? Okay. So x square is equal to 6.25. If I take the length of the smaller square, each side of the smaller square to be x. So root of 6.25 is how much? 0. X is 2.5 centimeter. So this is 2.5. Okay. So 2.5 into 8 is how much? The smaller square side is 8. 2.5 centimeter. Right. So 2.5 into 8 is 20 centimeter. Is this the answer? But they asked the length of one side, no? You should add 2. You should add 4 centimeter. Yeah. Because there is a 2 centimeter border here and a 2 centimeter border here. So this 2 centimeter plus this 2 centimeter is 4. 4 centimeter plus 8 times this x is going to give you 20. So length of one side is going to be how much? 20 plus 4, that is 24 centimeter. And the answer is option B. Is this point clear? Make a note of this. So read the next one. That is the simplest problem possible. X square minus 8x plus 12 is equal to 0. So plus k plus k is equal to 0. Is that right? So product of the roots alpha beta is equal to k. That is equal to 12. So what is the value of k? Option B is the right answer. 39. The roots of root 2 x square minus 3x plus root 2 is equal to 0 is how much? So what can you do? This root 2 into root 2 is how much? 2. So what are the factors of 2? 1 and 2. But the middle term is negative. So minus and minus. So I can write it as root 2x square minus x minus 2x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Right? So if I take out x outside, I'll get root 2 minus 1. Minus, if I take 2 outside, I'll get, oh, sorry, 1 minute. I'll get root 2x minus 1 minus, if I take out root 2 outside, I'll get root 2x minus 1. Check it. Because when I factorize, what is the logic? The 1 inside the bracket should be the same. So what should I take out for that? So x minus root 2 into root 2x minus 1 is 0. So x is how much? Root 2 or x is equal to 1 divided by root 2. Is there an option? It is there. See the 1 by root 2 is root 2 by 2 only. No, rationalize it. They'll confuse you, but you need to be careful. Okay, option C is the right answer. That is why they gave none of these also. You need to confuse you. This is point clear? Make a note of this. So I would suggest you guys write it along with me. Shall I proceed? C square minus AB into x square minus 2 into A square minus BC into x plus B square minus AC is equal to 0. Right? If the roots are equal, the roots of this quadratic equation are equal, then what comes to your mind? The roots are real and equal. It is possible under what scenario? That is when the discriminant is equal to 0. So when the discriminant is 0, b square minus 4ac should be equal to 0. What is b square here? 2 into a square minus bc, the whole square, minus 4 into a, c square minus ab into b square minus ac is equal to 0. So squaring on both the sides, squaring here, 4 into a power 4 plus b square c square minus 2a square bc minus 4 into b square c square minus a c cube minus a b cube plus a square bc. Is that right? So when you multiply this 4 here, it becomes 4a power 4 plus 4b square c square minus 8a square bc minus 4b square c square plus 4ac cube plus 4ab cube 4a square bc. Is it right? So what will get cancelled? So 4b square c square and 4b square c square will get cancelled. Is there anything else that is getting cancelled? I don't think so. Right? So this is equal to 0. Never forget this. So what I can do here is I can take out 4a outside. Actually, I don't need a 4 itself because this 4 would have got cancelled on the other side. Okay, let me rewrite it again. what I'm going to do is 4 and 4 will get cancelled because on the other side you have a 0. See, are you guys used to this kind of cancellation? Right? Now, a power 4 plus b square c square minus 2a square bc minus b square c square plus ac cube minus ab cube plus ab cube minus a square bc is equal to 0. So b square c square, b square c square will get cancelled. Out of all the terms, if I observe, a is common. So a into a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3a square or 3abc is equal to 0. Minus only, no? A cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is 0. So a cube plus b cube plus c cube should be equal to 3abc. If you look at the second option that they have given, it is actually minus 3abc. That is not right. So option is B. So it is page number 43. What problem is this? 40th is A. I'm sorry, because A is 0. See, product of two terms. A into A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus A. So A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3ABC is 0, or A is equal to 0. Yeah. See, you're able to understand logic. X into X minus 2 0 means what will you write? X equal to 0 or X equal to 2. In a similar way, this is also a product of two terms or two expressions. So A should be equal to 0, or A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3ABC should be 0. So out of these two options, which one is there in the question? A is. Is that clear? So please make a note of this. See, if I give you some pre-recorded videos for time being, okay, just for the sake, I'll teach you also. Will you be able to watch it and manage? Because I might not be able to complete one of the chapters among three. So which one you want me to prioritize? Trigonometry or trigonometry, triangles or coordinate geometry? Which one you want me to prioritize? Trigonometry. Okay. Trigonometry is what you want. Okay, I'll help you with that. Triangles you're able to manage. So what I will do is I'll try to do pre-recorded videos and give you for triangles and coordinate geometry also. You go through them. I'm not saying that I'm not going to teach, but go through them because you'll find time during the weekdays. So yeah. Then when I come to the class, I'll help you with problems. Will that help? Okay, we'll work on it. So in trigonometry, what is bothering you? Is that the only problem? But you know, you understood what is sine, what is cos, what is tan, and all. You're clear? Huh? Sure. Don't tell me for my sake. Are you clear? You're clear? You? Are you clear with what is sine, what is cos? That is how it is defined. I'll tell you. So we have some time, right? I'll do one thing. I'll explain it for the next 15 minutes. Okay. I'll give you some tips and tricks. Follow that, you will be able to solve. Okay. I thought of so this chapter can I expect you guys to solve other problems, and you reach out to me on the student support number. When you're trying, if you don't get anything, reach out to me. I'll help you. Okay. Now, so your problem is with trigonometry. Actually, it is important also for next. You will almost learn it for the next 2 years also, irrespective of what branch you take. So the heading is Introduction to Trigonometry. Yeah, trigonometry. So first thing that you need to have in your mind is trigonometry is applicable only for. So that is first point you need to have in your mind. Only for right angled triangles. Okay. So when you basically look at a right angle triangle, if I take this as A, B, and C, okay, you definitely have one right angle. And you have angle A and angle C. Right? Concentrate. Concentrate. So whenever you take a triangle, right, a triangle is basically analyzed with 6 parameters. 3 angles and 3 sides. But an important point with respect to a right angle triangle is one of the angles is definitely 90 degrees. Right? And definitely one of the sides is the longest side also. Generally, if I give you a scalene triangle and ask you which is the longest side, you can never answer. But whereas if I tell there is a right angle triangle, by default tell me which is going to be the longest side, you will tell. So you will tell the angle which is opposite to the right angle is what is the longest side. Okay. So with respect to right angle, you are able to define 2 other angles. So if I say this angle A, then I have a side adjacent to it. Adjacent means beside. Right? So can I call this as adjacent side of A? Can I do that? Right. Similarly with angle C, I have a side opposite to it. Can I call this as opposite side but with respect to angle C? In a similar way, with respect to angle A, what is this side? Opposite of A, but at the same time it is adjacent of C. But if you see, there is nothing like adjacent or opposite with respect to hypotenuse. It is only one hypotenuse. Simple, right? So I told you basically in triangles, in triangles, you need 6 parameters. What are they? 3 angles and 3 sides. So they came up with a concept where if you are able to define the ratio of different sides, right? When I take a ratio, how many terms are possible? Numerator and denominator. So numerator is one term, denominator is one term. So 2, you can take two sides in combination. So what are all the possibilities? I can take AB and divide it with BC. Am I right? I can take AB and divide it with AC. I can take AB, sorry. I can take AC and divide it with, sorry, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll take AB, okay. 1 minute, I'll come again. I can take AB and divide it with AC. I can take BC and divide it with AC. Or I can take AB and divide it with BC. Can I do this? If I do this, I got the ratio of one side with respect to another. All the 3 possibilities are over. So what are the next possibilities that are possible? The reciprocals of them. So when I take the reciprocals, I'll be able to define AC by AB, then I'll be able to define AC by BC, and I'll be able to define BC by AB. Is that right? So if you take the ratios of different sides of a right angle triangle, each ratio is given a name. Okay. and those names go as per this pattern. Sine, okay, the full form of sine is SINE, and the other is called as cos. The full form of cos is cosine. You know this? Yes. Then you have tan. It's called tangent. Okay. The reverse part of sine is, that is the reciprocal of sine is cosecant, which you call it as cosec theta. The reciprocal of cosine is secant, and the reciprocal of tangent is cotangent. And the important point that you can remember here is, if you observe the names clearly, right, you have sine and you have the same name sine. Similarly, you have secant, you have the same name cosecant. Similarly, you have tangent, and similarly, you have this cotangent. This co here corresponds to corresponding angle. What do you mean by corresponding? Sum of two angles is, sorry, not corresponding, complementary. I'm sorry, not complementary. The sum of two angles is 90 degrees. That is why, have you ever seen this kind of a property? Sin theta is cos of 90 minus theta. Second exercise, did you do or not? Sin theta is cos of 90 minus theta. Have you ever seen this? No? Okay, forget about it. Let's go from the basics. Okay, now I have, till here, no doubt, no? Right? You got the logic? Right. So if I take something like this, if I take this as A and this as C and this as, so first I'll go with the angles adjacent of A, opposite of C. Adjacent of C, opposite of A. This is hypotenuse. Am I clear with this? Right. I'm defining sine. So if I ask you what is sine theta, what will you tell? What is sine? So sine is opposite divided by hypotenuse. But the question is, sine of what angle are you trying to talk about? Because I am able to see in my diagram that I have two opposites. Which opposite are you trying to talk about? For that sine, you definitely need to mention that angle. If I say sine A, for example, I'm saying opposite of A divided by hypotenuse. I told you for hypotenuse there is no A or something. What is opposite of A? BC divided by AC. Am I clear with this? Whereas if the same sign, I'm defining it with respect to C. If I am I clear with this? Sai Vignesh. Not clear? C. Sine of the angle is there. Okay. Sine basic definition is opposite by hypotenuse. But on the angle portal, when you're putting that angle inside sine, you need to mention opposite of angle A. Why did I write opposite of angle A? Because I'm trying to write sine of angle A. So what is the opposite side of A? Other than that is why I wrote it as BC. What is the hypotenuse of the triangle? But what is sine C? With respect to C, what is the opposite side? What is the opposite side? Opposite na in the bakkam. It is AB divided by hypotenuse AC. That is why I wrote it as AB by AC. So don't memorize it. That is why I'm trying to write both the angles simultaneously so that you have better vision of it. Puriyada. Sine B irukadu. You cannot define sine for a right angle triangle. Sine B is what? Sine B is sine 90 because angle B is 90 degrees. So you cannot define. I'm not saying you cannot define. You can do it, but we generally don't write it because it's a fixed angle. But C and A are variables. Depending on what kind of triangle, it keeps varying. Okay. Next is cos. What is cos? No. That is full form. What is the definition of cos? Adjacent by hypotenuse. No, Sai Vignesh is going to tell me. I want cos A. So cos A, what should I write? Adjacent of A divided by, so adjacent of A another. A இங்க இருக்குடா, angle A இங்க இருக்கா, A க்கு adjacent என்னது? A க்கு adjacent side ரா, A க்கு adjacent side என்னது? இதுதானே side. Side ரா, adjacent னா beside, அவன் உனக்கு adjacent இருக்கான். He is beside you. Which side is beside A? It's clear. I've already put the arrow mark also. இதுக்கு மேல I cannot give a hint. A க்கு adjacent, if I put it here, இங்க பாரு, adjacent of A. இது என்னது? அதுதான் சொல்றேன். ஒரு AB, that's it. What is cos C? Adjacent. See, cos னால adjacent தான். Adjacent of whom? Adjacent of C divided by hypotenuse. So C இங்க இருக்கு. Don't overthink. Angle C பாரு. Angle C பக்கத்துல what is the line? அதுதான் adjacent. Hypotenuse என்னது? அவ்வளவுதான். Did you guys understand? Right? There is one important takeaway. If you observe cos A, that is AB by AC. If you observe sin C, that is also AB by AC. So cos, okay, I'll come to that. If I tell everything at one stretch, we'll get confused. Okay, so this point is clear with respect to cos. If a tan A, what is tan A? Tan is basically sin A divided by cos A. What is sin A? அதான் இங்க இருக்கு, BC by AC. BC by AC. Come and sit here. It's fine. So BC by AC divided by, what is cos A? AB by AC. AC and AC will get cancelled. What will you get? But BC by AB என்றது என்னது? With respect to A, what is BC? So opposite divided by hypotenuse வராது, adjacent. புரியுதா உனக்கு? Okay. So if I have to summarize, the summary is sin A, or by default I'm writing only sin, is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. Cos is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Tan is opposite by hypotenuse, which is also written as, opposite by adjacent. So sin divided by cos. Right? Now what will be the reciprocals of that? 1 by sin is hypotenuse divided by opposite. But 1 by sin is called as cosecant or cosec. In short form, you write it as cosec. The reciprocal of this 1 by cos is hypotenuse by adjacent. This is called secant. 1 by tan is called cot. 1 by tan is called adjacent by opposite, which is going to be breather. So this is how it works. Okay. But what is the important point that I told you? When you write sin, cos, tan, you should always mention the angle. So with respect to the angle, what you will have is you will have different kinds of sides. Breather. Right? So this notes, I'll share it with you as a PDF. Go through that and take down the notes. Okay. If possible, I'll start with this chapter itself. I'll record it and put it in the app. Just go through it. By next class, you should tell me that I'm confident with breakdown. You know, सबको chapter है. तो इतना chapter by the way. Understand triangles at least. What you say triangles? Next week,